Hi everyone, Joy here with FieldHaven. Unfortunately, fire season is upon us again. So what we're going to talk about today is how to evacuate your cat. Cats and dogs are very different and have very different needs, as you know, but we're going to talk specifically about how to evacuate with your cat. We do have on our website a handy guide that you can link to called Emergency Preparedness Checklist for your cats, which we'll go through too, and evacuating with your cat. I'm going to go through the evacuating part right now. So here's our kitties waiting very nicely and quietly to go in their carriers to be evacuated, right? Is that how your cats are? I don't think so. Mine are not like that. So we're going to just talk a little bit about a couple of preparedness things. Let's make sure your kitties are up to date on vaccines, especially rabies, because if they end up biting you accidentally during evacuation, you don't want to have to worry about them now you having to go to the hospital and then being in quarantine for rabies. So make sure they're up to date on the rabies. The other thing that's really important is, if I don't know if you can see this because it's so little, but this is a life-saving microchip here. And we want to make sure each of your kitties, all of your kitties, have microchips implanted, because that is going to really help if they get lost. So now let's talk about you've gotten an evacuation warning. When you get the evacuation warning, then is the time to crate up your cats. Don't wait until it's a mandatory evacuation, because what's going to happen is you'll be stressed, the kitties will get stressed, they'll go hide under the bed, you're going to make the time getting them crated up longer, and everybody's going to get really stressed out a lot. I am going to give you some tips on crating your cats and keeping them as calm as can be during an evacuation. Have carriers ready for your cats. So you should have one carrier for every cat. We like to use these carriers which have open tops. The top opens up so you can slip kitty in really easily and close the carrier. If not, any carrier will do. We do recommend, if the sides are not absolutely secure and bolted, you should use zip ties to make sure that the carriers won't pop open. I've seen a lot of times when a door pops off, when somebody's carrying it, or a side opens up, a clip opens up, and kitty gets out. You can put harnesses and leashes on your cats. That gives you a little extra sense of security. I'm also going to put a tile on my cat and synchronize it to my phone. So if kitty gets loose, it's on its harness and leash, and I'm gonna have a much better chance of finding that kitty. So let's talk about putting your kitty in the crate. So if kitty is very scared and you go to pick it up and it just starts freaking out, use a towel, and you can use a towel to put over kitty's head like this, and then gather it up like a burrito. And if you keep the towel over the head and over the back part of the kitty, you can burrito them up and then put him in the carrier. Once kitty's secure in the carrier, you can close it up, and I recommend that you put a towel over the carrier, because this will help keep kitty quiet and feel a lot more secure. We recommend that you pick up the carrier like this, not by the handle, because those handles can break off easily. And also, like we talked about before, the carrier can come apart. And also the other reason is nobody wants to go rushing out of a burning house going like this. Let's say you just got a new kitty last week and you only have 2 carriers, or you can't find your carriers. A pillowcase will work as a way to transport a cat in an emergency. Do not just pick your cat up, throw them into the car, and think everything's going to be okay. Because if something happens, you have to exit your car really quickly, the window goes open or anything, kitty can get lost. You're gonna put kitty in the pillowcase, and then you're gonna close the pillowcase with duct tape or even a zip tie. And then kitty is safe. I know it's not ideal, but it's the safest thing you can do in an emergency. Now we're gonna talk about what you should have in your kitty's go kit. A bed, a towel. This will help calm kitties when they are nervous. Kitties' records. If you have a copy of kitties' microchip records, even her vaccine records, could be very handy. A carrier. A lot of times what you do is, if you have one of the hard-sided carriers, you put the kit inside the carrier and then take the kit out to pack kitty up. Puppy pads. They are great for lining a carrier, especially in absence of they have an accident. To throw away those dirty puppy pads or towels, some plastic bags, wipes are always good, poop bags are also handy, litter, just a big thing of cat litter, kitty's food, whatever they like to eat. So whether it's dry food, canned food, some snacks, just for treats for kitty is great too. A couple of bowls, paper towels. We need paper towels for everything. Here's a litter box, Dawn dish soap, and that can be used to bathe kitty too, and a couple of toys. So just have your crate ready and your carrier ready, and you will be ready to evacuate safely and quickly with your cats if the occasion should come up. So we have lots more tips and information on our website, so please visit FieldHaven.com.